So there will be 2 Predator movies coming out this year, and it's gonna be a hell of a treat, and at least 4 different Predator specimens that we will see. And so here in this video we will assess what we know about these movies, and then go on to assess the 4 yautjas or predators that were shown, well at least 3 that were seen in the recent Predator Killer of Killers trailer, which is an animated film, and 1 that was shown in CinemaCon from Predator Badlands. So let's get to it. Now firstly, let's talk a bit about Predator Badlands, at least what we are told what the movie would be about. This new flick marks a new chapter in the Predator franchise. Like the not so great Predators of 2010, this one too steps away from earthbound stories and from historical timelines and ventures into a futuristic interstellar setting. The movie is now scheduled for release on November 7th, 2025, and it would take place in a time when humanity has begun colonizing the stars. At its core is a woman called Thea, a young woman who forms a tenuous alliance with an outcast predator, and as the director stated, this predator would be seen as somewhat of a good guy, and thus would shy away from the traditional brutal hunter of the most dangerous prey across the stars. Here the two, Thea and the good predator, would face mutual threats on a dangerous alien world, and in a leaked image from CinemaCon, the predator that was shown here is seen wearing a hoodie, and its mask seems to look more geometric with intricate lines and designs as opposed to the simple, smooth jungle hunter's mask. So even though plot details remain scarce, the story reportedly unfolds on a Yautja homeworld, a major milestone for the franchise, and thus potentially a gateway for exploring the Predator society, its rituals and origins in even greater depth than ever before. Early footage shown in CinemaCon 2025 teases a gritty, hostile environment where a Predator ship crash lands in a devastated landscape which is swarming with hostile human factions armed with futuristic weapons, which means laser weapons and all that jazz. The Predators themselves take a more central role, with the appearance of an elder involved in a ritual suggesting cultural and societal world building. Also, there is a mention of a new ultimate adversary, which might be a kaiju-sized creature, which is kind of a rumor right now. And this creature would dwarf the Yautja and maybe even dwarf the Xenomorph Queen. Not saying that there will be Xenomorphs here, which I'm really skeptical about, but I don't really care if the Xenomorphs are here. I just wish it would be a Predator movie that would stick to its core. So that's what we know about the Badlands as of now, and when the trailer is released, we will be here to analyze it through and through. Okay, so now let's head on to the bombshell that was dropped on all of us this week. Predator Killer of Killers. This is an upcoming animated sci-fi action movie that is coming to Hulu in the US and Disney Plus internationally on June 6, 2025. This movie is also directed by Dan Trachtenberg, the same guy spearheading Badlands, and this film is going to be an anthology, which means it would tell several different stories, and all the while maintaining the same theme and essence. And as far as we know, it follows 3 of the most dangerous human warriors from different points in history. One who is a Viking raider on a revenge mission with her son, and it would have been better if this Viking was Ragnar Lothbrok, but that's just daydreams. Another one is a ninja in feudal Japan who turns on his samurai brother for some reason. And lastly, a World War II pilot who uncovers a mysterious threat during the war, which is out of this world literally. Each of these humans are deadly fighters in their own right, but due to that, they all become targets of a new enemy, the Predators, the ultimate killer of killers. Now let's take a look at the 3 Predators seen in this trailer. The first one is the Viking Predator. This one stands out with its sheer size and brute strength, towering between 8 to 10 feet tall. It has a massive muscular build, similar to the upgrade Predator from the movie The Predator of 2018, and also looking similar to the Gladiator Predator from the comics. Its skin is a grayish tone, and it is covered in battle scars, which shows it is no stranger to brutal fights. In place of a right hand, this Predator, which might have lost it in a previous hunt, now has a bionic replacement in the form of a heavy hammer, which is powered by pistons that allows it to send a Viking flying into the air with a single blow. Its mask is rough and crude, looking more like it was forged in a blacksmith's fire than built with advanced technology. It also still carries some of the usual Predator gear, like the cloaking technology, but it lacks any long-range weapons like the iconic shoulder cannon. Well, this makes sense. This one hunts in the Viking Age, which was around 750 to 1050 AD, where close combat brutality rules over all other types of warfare. So next is the Ninja Predator. This is a sleek, silent and deadly hunter. This predator is obviously tailored to the specific situation of feudal Japan, which would mean this hunt takes place between 1600 and 1800 AD. Much smaller than the Viking Predator, this one stands around 6 to 6.5 feet tall, making it roughly the same size as a normal human, or at least a normal man. It has a lean, agile frame, perfect for stealth and speed, and its skin is a brownish tone. This predator is fully armored with plating that resembles the feral predator's gear, which offers protection without slowing it down. Its mask is smooth like the jungle hunter's, but it doesn't fully cover its face, exposing a fearsome set of extra long mandibles that comes out from its lower jaw. It is well armed, a spear that can split into multiple blades, twin wrist blades on both arms, and even a shoulder-mounted plasma caster, which suggests that this one may be facing enemies with access to gunpowder or powerful bows. Its prey, a skilled ninja, and likely a deadly samurai brother, which means the hunt is not just about brute force, it would be about tactics and strategies. And lastly, unlike the others, the pilot predator hunts from the skies on board of its ship. Its exact size is unknown, as it was never seen next to a human for scale, but it commands a large scout ship, a sleek and deadly vessel, with a design which is reminiscent of both the feral predator's ship from the movie Prey and also the ship of the fugitive predator. This hunt takes place during World War II, where this predator would hunt a skilled allied fighter pilot in the vast open skies of a global war. This one has a greenish skin tone. It lacks the traditional dreadlocks which most predators have, thus giving it a peculiar appearance, also giving it a bald appearance. Its face has standard-sized mandibles, and over its left eye it wears a high-tech visor, possibly a targeting or a scanning device. It wears some armor, though not full coverage, which likely is to keep its mobility in the cramped conditions of a cockpit. This predator's advantage is its technology, but it's not really overpowering, just enough to give it an edge while still making the fight thrilling. It's a lone hunter facing a world at war, and the battlefield is the sky. With the numerical advantage firmly in humanity's hands, this one would rely on its superior skill, cunning, and also technology to match the dogfights of World War II, which is a different kind of hunt. And as you can see, with every iteration of the Predator here in the movie Predator Killer of Killers, or even the earlier ones, and maybe even the future Badlands, you will see the Predators having a technological edge over humanity, although keeping that edge not really too overpowering as to give humanity or the human prey a chance to fight back, while also keeping the thrill of the hunt. Anyway, with that we come to the end of this video. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, fam.